Hi guys. So Boris Johnson does not answer questions. We all know that. He has complete and utter contempt for Parliament. He has complete and utter contempt for the SNP in particular. So when they ask a question, he doesn't answer it and he starts ranting about something else. You're going to hear a very important question, something that's very close to my heart, UBI. And I think it's important that we discuss UBI. It's important that the Prime Minister actually respond to the question at hand. Boris Johnson did respond, not the way I was expecting, but let's hear the exchange, and I'll give you a bit of information also about UBI.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. May I extend my good wishes to the Queen today in what must be difficult times. I hope she finds she's surrounded by friends and family, and she can find it within herself to take some time to celebrate her 95th birthday. I know the Prime Minister is not a supporter of basic income, but given that Hull, Belfast, Norwich, Leeds, Lambeth, Guildford, Swansea and Glasgow, along with 24 other councils around the United Kingdom, have expressed a desire to run pilot schemes which will enhance all our knowledge of the pros and the cons, will the Prime Minister consider facilitating any pilot projects in the United Kingdom? And has the UK government considered any research into basic income? And if so, what?
Okay, that's a reasonable question. Now we'll get to Boris Johnson's response in a moment. So if you're not familiar, UBI or basic income is where the government give people a set amount of money to live. Generally, the perfect scenario would be £1,000 a month for the rest of your life. It's universal, so it's for everyone. It's not means tested. Now, I don't know if Ronnie is talking about a means tested one, but in some ways it's a replacement of welfare, but it gives people the means to live. Many people are suffering at the moment because of the pandemic. They have lost their job. The universal basic income is a means to deal with so many social ills. But there's so much to talk about. But let's hear how Boris Johnson responded to it. Now, I was imagining Boris Johnson was going to start talking about universal credit, which is not universal basic income. Universal credit is the new welfare system, or it's been around about 10 years, that was brought in by Ian Duncan Smith. But let's hear what Boris Johnson had to say.
Prime Minister.
I'm grateful to the honourable member for his support for a UK-wide proposal. And I trust he understands the irony of that when you consider, Mr. Speaker, that his party, as I understand it, is still hell-bent on calling an irresponsible referendum on breaking up the United Kingdom.
And that's Boris Johnson's response. So the question was not related to the referendum, was not related even to the SNP. It was about universal basic income. Has Boris Johnson could have responded by saying, no, I don't agree with universal basic income. I think universal credit is better. Of course, it's not. Universal credit has been a disaster. But if Boris had actually gone down that road, it would have been understandable. But he hears SNP, and all he does is attack the SNP on independence. Once again, I've said this before. What is the point of asking questions? This was not a quote-unquote political question. This was about universal basic income, or a basic income. It's been rolled out in different parts of the UK. What's your take on it? What has the UK government plan for this? What are you going to do? And Boris cannot even do that. He couldn't even lie. He couldn't even say, yeah, we've rolled out some projects. We have some in the pipeline. We're considering whether it's good or not. He could have said something like that. But he showed absolute contempt for Parliament here. Let's park for a moment the SNP. This is a contempt for Parliament. And once again, the Speaker of the House did not intervene and say, I'm sorry, why didn't you answer the question? I understand that the Speaker of the House cannot tell Boris Johnson what to do, but he can at least frigging ask. Why did you not answer the question? The question was not about independence. The question was about universal basic income, or a basic income. Why couldn't you do that? This is frustrating. Once again, what is the point of having a parliament if the Prime Minister does not answer questions? Let me know in the comment section, guys, what you think. As always, your comments are greatly appreciated. Thanks a lot. I want to say a big thank you to all of my patrons. You ensure that this channel continues to exist. I'm eternally grateful for all of your support. If you join Patreon, you will receive instant access to our Discord server, where we have both audio and video chats. You can chat with me and other patrons, where we discuss important and non-important issues. Becoming a patron per month costs about the same as a large coffee, so why not check it out?